Hello guys and girls, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a NYX vs MAC full face. So if you are new here, make sure you stick around and you subscribe because I upload every single week. So in front of me I have all of the products laid out. So some of them are in packaging because of course I had to go out and buy these so that I'd have dupes or, you know, ones that are similar to the other brand. I'm just going to clip this part of my hair out of my face. Right, let's jump straight in and we're going to start with the base. Now these two products, I actually adore both of them. This one is beautiful and gives you such a gorgeous luminosity to the skin. I love it, and this is probably like my third one of these. Like, I've gone through them so fast. This is the NYX Born to Glow Liquid Illuminator. Now I know this one is more of a pearlescent glow and this one is more of a bronze, you know, golden glow. MAC Strobe Cream is extremely loved and it is a beautiful product. It gives you like a hydration side to it, but it also gives a gorgeous glow to the skin. I've used MAC Strobe Cream for legit years now. So I'm going to pop a bit on my cheek on this side. Same goes for the NYX Illuminator. Let's get rubbing. The MAC one feels a lot lighter. If you prefer a product to feel a little bit lighter and more like a lotion, then opt for the MAC Strobe Cream. Foundation time! For the MAC side, I'm going to be taking MAC Face and Body in the shade C5. For the NYX side, I'm going to be using the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. They don't look similar in colour, however, it's just going to work. Just do a little blop there, bloop, there. NYX side, bloop. Woo! Okay, I totally forgot that this product is really runny. And a little one here. Let's get blending. The NYX one instantly has more coverage than MAC Face and Body. Ta-da! If you want more of a matte and medium coverage, opt for NYX Total Control. And if you want more of a dewy light coverage, opt for MAC Face and Body. Okay, it's concealer time now. I picked this one up the other day. Now this is the Sculpt and Highlight Face Duo. Okay, we're going to do NYX side first of all. So I'm going to put a little bit on my chin as well. Maybe the shade I picked up was a bit too light for me. However, that coverage is beautiful. I am really impressed right now. Now MAC is going to have a lot to compete against with that. Look! What? Okay, so MAC Pro Longwear. This concealer is actually loved by many people. Thing is with this, is so much harder to squirt out, and because there's not a lot of product left in there, it looks like there is, but there's really not. So it's quite a difficult one to squirt out. Let's get blending that. Okay, I just have to stop and put lip balm on because you know when you start to get like foundation stuff in your lips, start to feel so dry. They are really on par with each other, I'm not joking. They're really good. The coverage is amazing for both of them. The only difference I can honestly say is the MAC one was a little bit harder to blend out compared to the NYX one. Time to set that concealer in place. From MAC, I'm going to be taking a MAC MSF in the shade Light Plus. From NYX, I'm going to be using the matte, not flat powder in the shade Natural. Both of them are broke, honestly, look. Gonna use a damp beauty sponge, that's how I like to set my concealers. They do say use it as like a foundation, but for me I'm like, no. I hope the camera is picking up just how lovely and flawless that really looks. MAC time, once again, broken. Taking my other beauty sponge, I'm going to do the exact same. So NYX takes the win on the under eye setting part purely because of the price. I believe this is around maybe £12–11 and this one is over 20. This looks just as good as the MAC one, so for me this has to be the winner. Bronzer time. I have another MAC MSF. This is in the shade Dark Deepest. If you've been a viewer of mine for quite a while, you will know this is pretty much like my go-to bronzer, so it's going to be hard to compete against. However, on the other side we have the NYX Matte Bronzer. This one is in the shade Medium. MAC side first of all, lightly dusting that onto the forehead, bringing it round into a C shape onto the cheekbone. NYX side, once again, C shape. MAC is the winner on this one purely because it blends out perfectly. You see this, whereas the NYX one is still really good drugstore product, but you can see it's a little bit more of a chalkier product. It's not as fine, so it gathers a little bit here and it's not as nicely blended out. So MAC definitely takes the win for that. Blusher time. So one of the things that I picked up from NYX was this. This is a Sweet Cheeks Adorable something palette. I also got one of the NYX Duo Chrome Illuminating powders. In this palette here, there's a shade right there which looks very similar to this MAC one. Can you guys see that? And maybe to add a bit more of a sheen, I might put this one on top. And then one of my favourite MAC blushes is Margin. I'm going to start off with the NYX side. That is a beautiful colour. Bringing it down to the apples of the cheeks. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Duochrome and put that on top just so it has a smidge of sheen, similar to the MAC product. MAC side. MAC Margin now. Okay, this is extremely hard. For me, I feel like NYX are going to take the win for this one, purely because they are affordable and the pigmentation of these blushes is lovely. I think it's time for a little bit of contouring. On one side, we have the NYX Love Contours All, and in this palette we have two contour shades, some highlighter shades. I'm going to be opting for this colour here, just right underneath the cheekbone. Okay, so for the contouring product from MAC, I have this blusher which is called Swiss Chocolate. Now since then they have brought out, you know, contouring products, but I'm not gonna lie, I've not really been that impressed with them. I definitely prefer this one instantly. I just feel like it blends that little bit better. For me, MAC takes the win on the contouring. Eyebrow time. Now this is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil. I got this in a shade Brunette. And then from MAC, I've already got this, this is their eyebrow crayon in Stud, I believe. It's quite dark. Starting off with the NYX side, and I'm gonna go in and start filling that in. Doing little lines as if I was drawing in hair. I'm actually really happy with that. I know this one's going to be a bit of a disaster because I don't actually have a spoolie on the end of this. So at the end of it, I am going to grab a spoolie to run through it. I'm already hating this one. Okay, so I will have to use a spoolie off of the NYX pencil because that is way too harsh. Like, I literally cannot leave the eyebrow like that. This is MAC. And this is NYX. NYX was the absolute clear winner by a mile with the eyebrow pencil. Okay, let's move on to the eyes right now. So I bought two eyeshadows. So on one hand, I have the NYX Prismic eyeshadow in the shade Girl Talk. And then on the other hand, one of the MAC eyeshadows. Now I got this in a pan because I'm going to pop it into my MAC palette. This is in the shade Sweet Lust. NYX side, and we're popping that colour all over the lid. MAC's eyeshadow now. Two different eye palettes now. This is the NYX Ultimate Cool Neutrals. Then I also have the MAC Burgundy x9 palette. I'm going to opt for colours that are of course very similar to each other because, like I said, I want the look to match a little bit. Okay, that's okay. Let's go for the MAC one now. MAC side. I'm going to go in with a darker colour from both of the palettes. Of course, this look isn't going to be like, you know, something crazy because we are comparing a whole entire face right now. So I'm just patting that on the outer corner of the eye. Pressing that on the outer corner again. Okay, so let's blend out that NYX side. See how that goes. Update on the NYX concealer. It definitely creases a lot more than the MAC one. So for eyeshadow, I think NYX has to be the winner, especially their prismatic eyeshadows or prismic eyeshadows, whatever you want to call it. These are really, really nice. I love how glossy they look on the lids. Really, really like those. I think NYX are the winners for the eyeshadow. Sorry, MAC. This NYX liquid liner has been a favourite of mine for the past couple of months. When I went into MAC, I needed to find a liquid liner that was very similar to this one because there's no point me comparing them if they have completely different tip applicators. Otherwise, I might as well opt for a gel eyeliner. Anyways, I went into MAC and I purchased this one. This is the Liquidlast liner. They both have very similar tip applicators, which is fab. Let's compare them. Okay, let's do this. Honestly, this liner is so easy to use. MAC side right now. The brush is definitely smaller on the MAC side compared to the NYX liquid liner, which is great for those of you who have quite small eyes as well. The MAC one though does seem a little bit more glue. Oh, my dog's having a dream. Can you hear her? Mons, are you okay? Yeah, I'm not really liking this MAC one right now. Okay, so the eyeliners just do not look equal, and I'm really paranoid about this one because it seems super gloopy. It's such a lovely intense black, but it's still not dry now. Watch this, okay? So I did the inner part like a minute or two ago. Look, yeah. NYX takes the lead by far. This I just really did not enjoy using at all. Like I said, it's really lovely and intense, but apart from that, no. It's gloopy, it takes ages to dry, and it smudges like a bitch. We're gonna now run some black pencil eyeliner along the waterline and also on the tight line. And we're gonna smudge it out a little bit just to see how well these smudge. Starting off with NYX, I'm just gonna run that along my tight line. Well, it's already smudged onto my bottom, so it transfers pretty quick. Don't know how I feel about that. It does glide on easy though, so I have to say that's a nice little bonus. Let's smudge all of that out and see how well that does. Just running some eyeshadow on top of that just to help with the edges and blending the bottom bit out, because I would normally do that regardless. MAC now. That's really nice, I quite like that. I've never used this one before. Run that along the waterline now. Blending out the MAC one right now. MAC definitely take the win for the pencil for the eyes. Mascara, woo! They make it look so easy on Instagram. The NYX contender is the double stacked. For MAC, I have the In Extreme Dimension Lash Mascara. I'm gonna do the bottom eyelashes first of all. I've never tried any of these mascaras. I love that mascara so far. Look, this eyeliner had already smudged up here. Bottom lashes. Bottom lashes, I'm not that impressed. I will try the primer on the top lashes though, just to see how we go. Oh wow, I've never tried these fibre ones before. Oh my god, it's making my eyelashes look dusty. Are you seeing that? Look, watch. Watch this. I'm not gonna lie, I actually really like both of these mascaras. They both seem pretty decent. The only thing is this one just transferred a little bit, which is not fab. However, they're both really decent, so I'm not going to pick between them. I was pleasantly surprised with them both. So thumbs up for both of the mascaras. One of my favourite parts now, highlighting. So I heard a lot of good stuff about this. This is the NYX Strobe of Genius palette. And then with MAC, I've got the Global Glow MSF, which is one of their really popular ones. This and MAC Soft and Gentle, using the same brush for the highlight as well. I have high hopes, please do not let me down. Oh yes! I actually really like this. I'm gonna go for the lighter shade now and just dab that on top onto the high point. I'm gonna pop a tiny bit into the inner tear duct as well. Okay, MAC's Global Glow is a little bit more warm, so I might add a little bit of Soft and Gentle on top. It is a gorgeous glow, but it's not like Beige, and I like Beige. This is actually quite hard right now, I'm not gonna lie, because you know they're both really good. I think I'm gonna go with the NYX one. They are both incredible, but just because this one is a tiny bit more intense, I'm going to go for this. However, you know, you may like more of a softer glow like this, which is still really nice. They're both just as good as one another. However, this one is that little bit more intense. We have 2 more steps and then we are done. We're going to move on to the lips. So for the NYX one, I actually picked this up because the colour is beautiful, although this is a NYX lip lingerie and I do prefer the liquid lip suedes. But this is in the shade Seduction. Of course, I'm going to do half the lip. How weird does that look? Really nice colour, really creamy, love the shade. Now I'm going to use a good old MAC lipsticks. Now these have been loved for many years. I decided to go for Whirl because I feel like Whirl will resemble this side quite well. Whirl is a matte though. And it's a little bit more cool toned compared to this side. Okay, setting spray time. So of course I'm going to use MAC Fix Plus. It'd be rude of me not to. This is an amazing product. I highly recommend it. And it's incredible. It's a really good multi-purpose product. On the other hand, I have the NYX Dewy Finish. Now I decided to go for this one because of course this is going to add a little bit of luminosity and dewiness to my skin. So I'm going to put one hand here just to stop anything from transferring. Oh my god, that literally saturated my face. Fix Plus time. I didn't actually pick between the lips because I feel like that's such a personal preference. Some people may like, you know, matte or satins or a gloss, so I really feel like that's a personal preference, and I am a big fan of the MAC lipsticks and also NYX products. I do believe they are very much on par. It just honestly depends on the colour and the finish of the lipstick that you like. Now when it comes to the setting sprays, MAC Fix Plus is my winner. I really hope that you have enjoyed this video. It's just an idea that one night I legit was laying in bed, and you know when you can't sleep and your brain is just going into overdrive, and I just thought of this idea and I was like, yeah, I have so many products from both of these two brands. One's high-end, one's drugstore. Why not let me do a comparison video? And they are both really big brands. Let me just say, every brand in their own right is amazing and has amazing products. You know, there's certain things that you prefer to get from certain brands. If you have made it to the end, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up because I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe and comment, and let me know if there's any products that really stood out to you, because some of these products I've never used before either myself. So definitely let me know in the comments down below and let's start a conversation. Take care guys. I hope you have an amazing positive day, week, month, year. Spread love. Take care. Bye.